My name is Forrest, and I am a CEA Alumni Ambassador, and I studied abroad in fall of 2016 in Granada, Spain with CEA, and I just thought I would go through just my top 5 reasons why you should go study in Granada with CEA. Okay, so reason number 1 that you should study abroad in Granada with CEA is for language immersion. I know many people who study abroad are going abroad to immerse themselves within a language and learn some new language skills. I went to Spain to learn Spanish. And actually, after talking to a lot of people about their study abroad experiences in places like Barcelona and Madrid, they actually encountered a lot of times where they were either speaking English a lot or speaking Catalan in Barcelona, for example. So Granada is a smaller city, and actually you will be immersed in the Spanish language. I found it very rare that anybody I encountered would speak to me in English, even when they realized, I'm putting out an effort to speak Spanish, but even after they realized I wasn't very good at Spanish, they would still keep talking to me in Spanish and kind of help me and encourage me. So everyone was very friendly about it, and there were plenty of opportunities to practice. And yeah, it's a college town, so it's all students there, and they're very excited to speak to you, maybe exchange some language, do an intercambio. You teach them a little bit of English, they'll teach you a little bit of Spanish, so I encountered that quite a bit. But yeah, so Granada is a great city if you really, really want to learn Spanish and actually immerse yourself in the language. Reason number 2 to study abroad in Granada is, of course, food. And not just any food, but tapas. So tapas are a Spanish dish. It actually varies by the place, but it's just a small plate of food that you get with a drink. So it's like a small snack or appetizer. Usually it's maybe a piece of toast with some prosciutto, a little bit of olive oil, something like that. They usually have a house tapa. And actually, Granada is unique in the fact that you get a free tapa with every drink that you order. And it's actually the only city in Spain that still does this. So this is what makes it amazing. Reason number 3 to study in Granada is the location of the city. So Granada is in southern Spain, and it's about an hour from the Sierra Nevada mountains, where the only ski resort in southern Spain is located. And then it's 2 hours from the Mediterranean coast. So this is a very unique location. You can basically be in the mountains and then on the beach all on the same day. So that's just something that I love about Granada. Reason number 4 to study about in Granada is the pace of life. So I'm sure you've probably heard living life on Spanish time. You've probably heard about siestas. And I would have to say that this is not a lie. Spanish time does exist, and people do live life at a slower pace in Spain, especially in southern Spain. Something to do with those long, hot summers, I think. But yeah, so lunch is very long. You spend it with your family, and then you do have a lot of time in the afternoons where the businesses actually close down. The streets are pretty deserted, and you're supposed to siesta, which doesn't exactly mean sleeping. It's not an American siesta where you go sleep for 3 hours, as our professors in Spain would say. Like, the American siesta and the Spanish siesta are very different things. But so the Spanish siesta is basically just you're sitting with your family after lunch and you're watching TV, or you're playing a game, like some card games, or you're just talking. So that's usually you relax for a few hours and just don't really worry about doing anything. And dinner isn't until 10 p.m., so it's really late. So you kind of have to get used to that slower pace of life, and people are out all night, so it's it's a very different way of living. But I really enjoyed it once you're able to kind of embrace it and slow down. It really is, I think, a better way to live here. Reason number 5 to study abroad in Granada with CEA is the on-site staff and the excursions. I'm going to lump these two together. So all CEA staff that I've encountered have been wonderful, but especially during my time in Spain, the on-site staff there was phenomenal. Our student life director, Jorge, is actually the one who took us on all of our excursions, be it for churros in the city or a tour of a neighborhood, or we even went to Morocco for a weekend. We went to Sevilla. So we had some really fun trips that were actually guided by Jorge, our student life advisor, and who's very knowledgeable. We always felt like we learned a lot. All of our tour guides spoke Spanish to us, and it was a very immersive experience. And I really loved the excursions. I thought they were really worthwhile. And they're included with your tuition and fees for CEA, so it's very convenient. I hope that these 5 reasons have convinced you to go abroad with CEA to Granada, Spain. Or I hope that it's inspired you to study abroad in general. I think everybody should get out and experience the world a little bit, and CEA is a great place to start, and you'll learn so much. So thank you for watching my first ever vlog, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.